time to do some work around grief. We have been through something major that most of us in this lifetime have never experienced before, and that has been this pandemic and the need to pull in during the spring months where typically we would be pushing out. So we've all been having to hunker down, constrict, and turn in. And in this time of life where none of us have the experience of this, there has been so much loss. There's been loss of jobs. I know it's infected our family. There's been loss of opportunities like graduations, like big concerts, things that people were really, really looking forward to. So there's been so much loss. There's been loss of life over the last few months from the COVID-19 virus. So it's been tremendous. Most people know somebody that's been extremely sick from the virus, or they know somebody that has died from the virus. I know I have. And so as a result, I feel that we, as a humanity as a whole, have been inundated with grief. It's not just happening to one family, it's worldwide. It's happening all over the place. And without getting into some of the more recent things that are happening, I do feel it's time to figure out how to heal the grief that we're all going through. My name is Kelly Goetz, and I'm an Eden's Energy Medicine clinical practitioner. I'm also on faculty with the Eden Method program, and I teach people how to work with their energy. And so what I want to talk about today is just some simple points that you can hold. Now, I'm a big fan of neurovasculars. They're points on your head that when you activate them with a light touch, they will help move your energy. They will help calm you down. I have used these from everything from stress at work, from stress in my marriage, from my father's passing, my mother-in-law's passing. I often go to bed at night with my hands on my head because it is so soothing and comforting. I've also used it when I've had a lot on my plate and I've had what I call monkey brain, where it's like my brain still wants to keep working on whatever the projects are, and I really need to get a good night's sleep, so I will bring my hands to the head. The points that I want to talk about today are the oh my God points, which is on the forehead, so they're right about here between the eyebrow and the hairline, as well as the grief neurovascular point on top of your head. Where that would be like the soft spot on a baby's head. So what we want to do in order to move grief is we want to first bring our hands to our forehead. And we want to just sink into that. And you're going to notice that if you had a lot on your mind, a lot of grief, a lot of concerns, it's going to start bringing blood flow back to the brain. With our other hand, I'm going to just place it flat on top of my head. And the reason I like it flat, I just find it more soothing, but you can also put the 3 fingers on top of your head. I just personally feel that it's more soothing. So I often kind of get my pillows all hunkered down when I go to sleep at night, and this is the position I might hold. Now from here, we can either speak out loud about the grief that we're experiencing, about the way towns, I know our town got hit last night, the way towns are being disrupted, the way people are looting. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but it's grief-filled, so we're just going to go ahead and let that slide in here. And so I want you to think about the things that are really causing you hardship and causing you grief and sadness. And as you do, you can speak that out loud, or you can be silent with it, but I want you to really connect with it. Because when you connect to the grief and feel the grief deeply, and grief taught me so much. We had a stillbirth in 2007, and what grief taught me was we have to feel to heal. We must feel the grief in order to get to the other side of inspiration. So I want you to really allow yourself to feel it while you're supporting yourself, holding your head. And I'm finding the need to rock back and forth, to move. And then once you feel like you've really given grief its voice, you've really given it its time, I want you to call in inspiration. You know, when we had our stillbirth, I had this conviction to stay connected to my faith and my belief that I could get pregnant again. And I just kept on focusing on healing that grief with gratitude and love. And 4 months later, we got pregnant again. So it was a magical miracle. Didn't mean I was done with grief. I still had other layers to heal. But it did help me move from grief to inspiration simply by feeling and allowing that emotion to be with us. So wherever you're at, whatever's happening in your life or your cities, I just want to say, on the other side of grief is inspiration. And I want you to allow yourself to feel that grief and reconnect to inspiration and your hopes and your dreams, because those things are still there. Wherever you are, I believe we're all connected and we're all one. My name is Kelly Goetz, and I am wishing you, wherever you're at in your life, infinite love and gratitude. May you feel to heal. Thank you.